All-Star Game format. All these damn formats changes. All right, so here's a breakdown here of the format. It's a mini tournament with 4 teams and 3 games. Okay,
Stupid.
so hmm?
Keep going.
Okay,
Sorry.
so you'll have 24 NBA All-Star selections divided evenly into 3 8-player teams.
Stupid.
Fourth team is Castro Rising Stars champion.
Stupid.
Okay. Second thing here. Honorary team general managers, team analyst Charles Barkley,
Stupid.
Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Candace Parker.
Stupid.
Okay. Next thing here. Barkley, O'Neal, and Smith draft their team rosters
Stupid.
from the pool of 24 NBA All-Star selections. Parker is GM of Castro's Rising
Stupid.
Star champion. Yep. 2 teams meet in one semifinal game, game 1, and
Stupid.
remaining 2 teams meet in the other semifinal game, game 2.
Stupid.
Winning teams from games 1 and game 2 advance from each other in championship, game 3.
Stupid.
Yeah. Winner each game is first team to reach. Winner each game is first team to reach or surpass 40 points.
Yeah. All of this is
All dumb.
stupid.
All dumb. I hate it. And look. Let me say this about Adam Silver. Kudos for trying new things. Better to try new things, and if it fails, okay, cool, it failed. We tried something, okay? But the problem isn't that. The problem is we need players to give a fuck about these games to some degree.
So here's the thing. You want to improve the All-Star weekend, right?
Yeah.
Force your stars that put up highlight dunks during the season to participate in the slam dunk and make it a real contest.
Right.
Everything else goes out the window.
I'm also think too as well that I feel the same about the Pro Bowl too. Also for years, you can't fix it. It's like why invest money into fixing the All-Star game of the Pro Bowl? They're exhibition games for a reason. Who cares? Let it be what it is. Now, would I rather players treat the All-Star game a little more serious instead of jacking up 3-point shots from behind the half court line? Yeah, of course. But I'm not gonna get mad about that because it's an exhibition game. I get it. There's nothing much you can do. To be frank, the only All-Star game I actually care about really that actually is somewhat even up, that's actually on par is probably the baseball All-Star game. They take that a little more seriously.
Yeah, because we put whoever wins gets home field advantage.
Which I hate for the record. I do hate that. I hate that.
But you know what? That actually creates a reason to win.
No, agreed. No, but I think being able to, well, first off, and maybe it's me being an old man on the line, and you and I are the same age. Shouldn't you just embracing competition as a whole should be enough?
You would think, but again, you're asking people who make $50 million to care about 125 grand.
Yeah.
That's the prize pool for the winning team. Why would I go out and risk injury and try hard for 125 grand?
You know what it may take, honestly, though, is for NBA ratings to continue dipping. Right, it won't affect right now because it's signed new CBA. They got their money. But the next CBA, but the next CBA in 6 years, ratings still stays low. Interest continues to wane. Next thing you know, the BRI now is much lower. All of a sudden, the $50 million contracts no longer exist because nobody gives a fuck. Because if you don't give a fuck, why should we care? And it's gonna take self-awareness from these players and these owners too, but the players as well, to fix that problem. It's really a simple issue. It's a simple fix. Self-awareness.
So I'm going to give you 3 things I think would fix the NBA All-Star.
Okay.
1, force the top 10 players with the top 10 highlight dunks to have to participate in the slam dunk.
Okay.
Second, All-Star game. The 24 guys who get selected can either choose to play or choose a player who has not been picked to the All-Star game to represent them.
Okay.
Third, and finally, you make it so that the players who play in the All-Star game, the 65 game minimum does not matter to your future contract. You know how right now, in order to get an all NBA nod or an MVP award or something, you have to play 65 games?
Right.
If you participate and you play your ass off and it's a competitive game, then your contract is different. You make it those three things, and I think you fix the whole NBA All-Star game. And I'll throw one last segment in there.
Right.
Skip the WNBA NBA mix of skills competition.
I
That's
think it's there.
absolutely
I
stupid.
think it's there mainly for marketing purposes.
Oh, it is. But you can't have that there for marketing purposes and then cry about guys not trying in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
If you're going to make it a marketing thing for the WNBA, then guess what? The men in the NBA don't need to freaking try hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think the simple fix really is, hey, players, be more self-aware. People like myself and Zach, we pay hundreds of dollars to go see guys play.
Yeah.
For
It's
once,
going to be $490
pretend to give a shit. That's all I ask you to do.
for 2 tickets to the Magic Laker game later this year. It's going to be almost $500 for me and the wife.
Yeah.
Y'all asses better show up and play. This sitting out on road games.
That's what a risk you're taking on that one. But LeBron may miss time, may miss
Yeah.
that game. Who knows, man? And again, it's one thing to be hurt if you're hurt legitimately, and I get that. It happens. But some of these players are just so not self-aware, and I'm concerned because I love the sport. I love the league. I'm more defensive of that league than any other in a league in this country. But I want them to do right also too. Do right.
I just feel like of all the sports, the younger players in the NBA could care less about their fans.
Right.
Like, all they care about is they got their contract and they got their money. They could care less.
It may require the NBA falling apart, like it did like 40 years ago, before Magic and Bird.
Yeah.
Before players get it, people get it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it takes a lockout. It takes a lockout by the owners to go, this is bullshit.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the owners are part of the problem too, also, because they like the load management stuff. They encourage this crap also too.
Yeah.
So they're part of the problem as well. The issue is that we don't ever blame them because they're not front and center. We don't see Mickey Arison or whoever ex-owner in our face all the time. We see Jimmy Butler, we see Jason Tatum, we see Jokic, So they're the first line of defense. The owners don't get a pass because they're not in our face all the time. But they're part of the problem too. They're part of the problem. So, all right.